visiting. Today, we're diving into something that I think is essential, but a lot of times we hear about it, but we kind of overlook it, and that's self-care, right? So a lot of times we have so many demands in our lives with our work, our family, and just life in general that taking care of ourselves sometimes can fall at the bottom of the list. But today I wanted to tell you that self care is not a luxury, it is a necessity. And in this video, I'm going to share some simple, effective self care routines that you can incorporate into your daily or weekly schedule. And when you incorporate these things, it should give you a feeling of having more balance, refreshed, and energized. So let's get started. So, why is self care so important? Self care isn't just about bubble baths and spa days, it's about recharging your mind, your body, and your spirit so that you can show up as your best self in every aspect of your life. So, when you neglect your self care, these are some signs that you will notice when you neglect self care: increased stress and anxiety, fatigue and burnout, lack of motivation and focus. And I know that, I've been there, right? I've had lack of motivation and focus. I've had fatigue and burnout. And I definitely have been stressed and had some anxiety, right? And I do notice that when I don't put myself first, then I do start feeling that anxiety and that stress. But when you prioritize your self care, you can experience more energy and you're more productive. You have better mental and emotional clarity and overall well being. And you also have a greater sense of balance, happiness, and joy in your life because you're eliminating some of that stress and anxiety, right? You're able to be still long enough to understand how to deal with your fatigue and your burnout. Maybe you need to do another job, get another position, right? If you're feeling burnt out, take a vacation. You don't even have to go anywhere. So let's break down an easy self care routine that you can personalize based on your needs. So in the morning, right, set the tone for your day. And one of the ways that you do that is by setting an intention or reciting some affirmations, right? So in the morning, when you have time before you rush off to do whatever it is that you have to do, set an intention. For example, today I choose peace, productivity, and joy, right? So when you set that intention, right, you're actually setting the tone for your day. And so when something comes up that's not peaceful, you can choose peace over chaos. If you start slacking or something, remember that you want it to be productive and that you want it to have joy. So don't allow anything but joy to come into your life. And when some negativity pops up, you know, maybe you have to push that back because today you set your intention to be peaceful, productive, and joyous. Now let's talk about self care during midday, right? And during midday, you want to recharge your energy. So, one of the ways that you can do that is eat healthy, right? Eat a healthy, nourishing meal. Sometimes when we are out in the world doing whatever, and we may be at work on a 9 to 5, and we may have friends that we want to go to lunch with, and we go and we buy this big old heavy meal, and then by 3 o'clock we come back and we're ready to take a nap, right? And then you have to go back and get some cookies or some chocolate just to keep yourself going. So eating a healthy and nourishing meal for lunch and midday will recharge your energy. So, really think about what you're consuming at midday so that you can get the best amount of energy that you possibly can. And then in the evening, you're going to wind down, right? You're ready to de stress. You done did all the work, you ate healthy, right? You set your intentions, you try to capture those negative thoughts so that you can make sure that you have more joyous thoughts. I don't know why I can't talk today. And then in the evening, right? You may want to do some journaling, right? Writing down those 3 things that you're grateful for. I actually have a self care journal. I actually have a free self care journal that, if you're interested, you can click the link in the description box and get a copy of a self care journal, a 30-day self care journal that you can use to make sure that you are recharging, unwinding, and setting your tone for the day. A good quality sleep is also very important. When you get a good quality of sleep, you feel good, you feel better the next day, right? When you don't get enough sleep, you kind of drag, you don't really want to be bothered, you may get irritable, right? So, getting those 7 to 9 hours of sleep, I think 9 is a little stretching it, but between 7 and 8, like that's really like the goal, right? You want to at least get that in so when you wake up, you're not tired. I think 9, 10 hours. That's if I sleep for 9 hours, then I'll be more tired than if I slept for 5 hours. To be perfectly honest, I don't like that. Like going over 8, I think that's a little bit much. But anyway, it depends on the type of your system, right? How your metabolism works. So if you're thinking you don't have time for self care, remember, self care doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming. So you make it work for you, right? You need to overcome those self care challenges, right? Even 5 to 10 minutes a day is a great start, right? We talked about setting intentions in the morning, eating a healthy, nutritious lunch in the afternoon, and getting enough rest, between 7 and 9 hours of sleep, depending on your metabolism and how it works for you, right? Or just going to bed earlier, right? So you can feel more refreshed when you wake up. And then, you have to schedule your self care, right? Treat self care like any other important appointment that you have. Treat it like you're going to visit your doctor or your dentist. If my doctor, my dentist says that if I'm not there, if I miss my appointment, they can charge me $100 if I'm late or if I miss my appointment. So if you think, well, you know what? If I don't do my self care treatment this week, then I owe myself $100. How about that? Right? Put $100 away when you fail to do your self care routine on that week. Okay? Take $100 out of your budget for not treating yourself with the utmost respect. And make it social. Invite a friend or accountability partner, right? Let them know what you're doing. Sometimes, friends want to work out, with you. You may have a spa buddy that you want to go to the spa with, or you want to go to the spa with your mate so that you can de stress after a long day at work or on the weekend. Self care is an act of self love, and you deserve to feel your best. So if you need help with any type of self care, the link is in the description box for my self care journal. And let me know in the comments which self care habit resonates with you the most. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and share it with someone who needs a self care reminder today. Until next time, take care of yourself. You're worth it. Peace and love.